Good morning, stupid! Welcome back to hashtag 360 Stupid. We are stupid people asking you smart people simple questions. King of stupid here, Mike check, MICCCZECH as in the Republic. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? All of the genders, fenders, benders. I am Mike check, King of stupid here with
Nasty Nate.
Nasty Nate! What's up, brother? How you doing?
You know, I'm really starting to, over the last 2 days, you know, my entire college career, I really hated that name. And over the last 2 days, but when it came to me yesterday, I've kind of embraced that role. I think,
yes, sir.
I think in my 30s, I really don't care now.
Nasty Nate in the house. Recognize ladies especially, but gentlemen as well, and all genders.
Now, you know what I think that comes down to?
Nastiness?
I think the acceptance of it.
Yes.
I think in my 20s, I cared so much about what people thought about me.
Yes.
And I tried to build this image up, so when I felt like somebody said Nasty Nate, I felt it was disrespectful. But now, as I've gotten older and wiser, as we talked about in our last podcast,
episodes,
I feel like I've grown to, and I've realized that another big value or big lesson in life is you'll have so much more peace of mind when you stop caring about what other people think about you. Okay? Because that's not going to pay your bills. That's not going to... All it does is it puts power in your life. It takes control of your own life and your own feelings. And like I said, you know, in the last podcast, I woke up today and I've always felt 1,000 different ways. Okay? Feelings come and go. Okay?
Yes.
They don't define... They're not a definition of where you're at in your life and who you are as a person.
That's right. How'd you feel this morning, man?
You know, so for the listeners that may not know this, last week I was involved in a little, you know, to me it was a big deal. In a wreck, a lady pulled out in front of me and I T-boned her.
Ooh!
You know, I didn't, you know, the immediate, so to go to the story, so how it happened is I just left my grandmother's house off of 16th Street, near 16th Street, Indian School Road in Phoenix, if you guys are ever in Phoenix. Anyways, I'm at a stoplight. I'm the first person in the far right lane. The light turns green. I start going, and I pass a Circle K, and next thing I know, it looked like a silver Hyundai Elantra Deer was in front of me, and this lady was like right there in the middle, blink of a second. I hit my brakes. I was going about 25, 30 miles per hour at the time. I went to zero about 30 at the time because I didn't get that far, about 200 feet from the stoplight. And next thing I know, his car was sitting right in front of me, and I could see like the passenger was like right there. Like it felt intimate. Like I felt like we looked each other in the eye before we hit each other.
Wow.
And I had no time to react. I tried to react. Anyways, you know, my head went through the windshield.
So, Nathan,
you know, nothing major.
How did you feel this morning?
So, you know, I'm beat up. I know, that was a long way to get to that question, or it was a long way to get the answer, but I'm beat up.
You feel beat up. That's better than being beat down.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's, you know, and you know...
Because you still have a cheery outlook.
You know, I think the reason for that is, now this is going to sound...
Because you don't sound broken.
Last week, I would have. I think, and this is going to... might
sound
a little weird.
I didn't know who you were. You looked broken.
Yeah, I was, man.
When you moved in, you looked like a guy who literally came off the streets, although you had a car and you were doing okay, but you just looked broken, brother.
I was in a bad, I was going through a depression, okay? I just found out about the ex-girlfriend stuff, which that wasn't really bothering me. I think a lot of it was, I felt very alone in Phoenix. I felt very, I just found out, I'm a little, I just had some medical issues, things like that. I was very, very depressed. I had just went through a transition at work, and I think over time, over the course of the last, month, I would say I've been here a month and a half, 2 months.
Man, you've been here that long.
I've grown,
huh?
yeah. It's been about 2 months, I would say. And,
wow. You stayed at my place for 2 months already?
I'd say it's been about a month. I've just been 6 weeks minimum, I know.
Wow.
And I'm just going off of...
Time flies,
it does, man. It does. It's been at least minimum 6 weeks. But you're absolutely right, man. And you're not the only person that said that. You know that? You're like, man, you look like just... and that's who I am as a person. This is who I am.
Yeah.
The Nathan that you've hung out with the last few days, and I attribute a lot of this to be completely honest with you, is to a relationship that we're developing. And not only that, is that the fact that my job has really like you saw, I showed you pictures prior, and you saw pictures of us flying.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of that's contributed to that. My owner, who's 70 years old, has took me under his wing like his own son.
Wow.
And said, they gave me a promotion, and they said, look, we think this is the best fit for you as project manager, and that's the highest you can get into the construction management world.
Until you become the owner? Oh, vice president. Damn.
Vice president, yes, sir. Bubs.
You got a ways to go for that? Because you just got the...
I just got, so I am 35, like I think we established that.
35?
Last night,
Man, you look 27, brother.
They say, hey, some days look better than others, but honestly, you're right. I just feel, so there's been a lot of times in my life where I've had highs and lows, and people, it's amazing how I didn't realize that people that don't know me can see that.
Of course.
And you don't realize that, and you actually hit it on the head, man. What do you attribute that? Just because you're vastly traveled, I noticed.
It has a lot to do with my PTSD.
Okay.
It has a lot to do with my medical understanding.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot to do with my own depression and a lot of stuff that I've gone through. Physiologically, when you see a body, most people don't analyze it. Most people don't break it down. Although our brain unconsciously breaks it down, and that's where I attribute what people think is intuition.
Okay.
When you see somebody, right? When
body
you
language? Is that what you're referring to?
It is body language, but the way the person carries themselves, the way the person walks.
Right.
So if you hang your head low,
right, you're absolutely right.
Somebody's just hanging their head low. Mm-hmm. But if there's a certain bend at the certain part of the neck where if it's hanging low, that's when you know this person is broken.
The shoulders are slumped, and you're just like, you tell they avoid contact or they avoid.
Yes.
You're right. As opposed to me just walking down, looking at my phone, or looking at something on the ground,
yes.
Or maybe just like my neck might hurt.
Yes.
But I'm still walking. I still have that confident spirit.
Yes.
My neck's hurt, so my head hanging low. But when your spirit's broken, your shoulders
there's a different kind of hanging of your head.
There's a different. You're absolutely right. I didn't. And I probably knew that, but subconsciously, I never gave it any thought.
Unconsciously, we're already analyzing this. Unconsciously,
I could see that.
When we look at a person's face, we're doing what's called micro expressions. We're reading the micro expressions unconsciously. Now, if you're conscious of it, then you can utilize it as a tool. But generally speaking, like if somebody is mad or angry or when somebody is
she came to is he here? I got to introduce the dogs real quick.
Oh yeah, Mr. Brown and Mr. Black. Mr. Brown is his own thing. He doesn't care if I'm around as long as Mr. Black is around. Now Mr. Black needs me around.
So okay.
And they're a bonded pair. So wherever Mr. Black goes, Mr. Brown needs to be around. And wherever I go, Mr. Black wants to be around.
So Mr. Black just came back and played with you. He was just kind of like, hey, I just acknowledge
He always checks in. He always checks in. He always comes over. He always checks in. How you doing? We're good. And then he goes back and plays.
That's awesome.
Mr. Brown, he just does his own thing. He doesn't care.
He's in his own world.
He gets lost. That's why I got the trackers on their necks. He gets lost. He'll go and he doesn't care.
So back to the body language, or just the...
So micro expressions is something that our bodies, our face, naturally does.
Oh, wow.
It's really... Oh, yeah, the airport's right there.
Yeah, no, so this work right here, we actually bid on this. I did a...
you've been here.
So you see this kind of work? You see these offices? There's usually my offices. I'm usually in the office, and I'm in charge of all these guys. That's
not this particular one.
Not this particular one.
Gotcha.
We bid on all this work. So what we did is we actually, in that building right there, or it's the one behind there, we actually had my owner, my vice president, and several other of us. We all had to actually, what is it? Oh, you smoke. Oh, I don't smoke.
Oh, okay.
No worries, though.
It's legal in Arizona now.
I know it is.
So thank you for all the wonderful voters who voted.
I like that though. I think it should be. I think it should be nationwide. I think it's stupid that you have alcohol that it's illegal, and you have pot that is not. You know how many people kill people in cars from being drunk? How many people get into fights, shoot somebody over being drunk? Or
do you know how many overdoses have happened from marijuana?
0.
Absolutely correct.
I And I used to. I have nothing. That's just with the job and stuff, and you know, I just trust me. I honestly, I thought about this, so I get really socially awkward. I always have, so I never really smoke pot. But my thing is I'm thinking about experimenting with pot for certain therapeutic values.
Absolutely.
Okay? Now that it is legal, thank you.
And
thank you, Arizonians.
Now they really have put more focus on the particular brand. I mean, not brand, but strands.
Strands. That's what I care about. That's why
Yes.
I want, because I used to be like, I would smoke commercial, but this is back when the mids, and you know, you had the hydro was coming out, hydroponics.
Yes.
So I was selling that in high school and through
What?
college and stuff. Oh, yeah, man. I was selling
Little
my Adderalls
innocent
and,
you?
Yeah, I'm selling my
Oh,
Adderalls.
dude, I thought you were like Mr. fucking cleany clean.
No, dude. Well, you know.
So that's how you end up finding the strippers.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it's all
not the strippers, but
I think my radar's off is what it was, but you know, it's
or
always,
your radar's on.
It's on. Yeah, you're right. It's like, hey, you know what it is? Perspective.
That's
perception and perspective.
precisely right.
Absolutely.
Perception.
Woo.
Perspective.
Mr. Black's checking in. So, did you get them at the same time? The dogs?
Yes, they're a bonded pair. I had to.
So. I thought you could tell they're bonded pair.
So when I was looking for dogs, I started about a year out. I did 6 months of research, not without any dogs. How to get, which dogs to get, because this is the first time I've ever owned or had any dogs. So we can slow down.
No, you're fine. I'm enjoying it.
So
that's my foot. It's I ain't got socks on. So it's not good.
So I did 6 months of research, and that's where I found Cesar Milan. This guy, the dog whisperer.
Dog trainer. Yeah, dog whisperer.
This guy is amazing.
So
what I liked about him is he explained the dogs more than he explained how the dogs should fit us. So he explained listening to the dog as far as their behavior, their patterns. I have gone to people's houses, and within 20, 30 minutes, I've helped fix the problem of what they thought that the problem was with the dog.
Wow.
And they're like, what? How'd you do that? We've been trying to fix this dog.
So let me ask you something in regards to dogs. So
Sure.
in my own life. So I tell people this, and until they actually see it, they don't understand it. So I've always had a connection with dogs, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a dog person. I love all animals in general. I'm allergic to cats, but I love them no matter what. I'll still try to, I can't see an animal in pain. Okay, I can't see somebody. If I tell you what, I will hurt somebody if I see them abusing an animal and laughing or thinking it's funny or abusing an animal. That's just how I am. Okay, I'm not. It hurts my soul. But for some reason, I think dogs have always, like every dog, everyone's like, my dog freaking just loves you more than he loves our own family. Why?
Yeah.
And like it's like every dog I've encountered has done that.
Hey, buddy.
Mr. Black checking
Hey,
in.
buddy.
Mr. Black.
Good boy. What you doing? Come on.
That's awesome, man. So I don't know if that's just. I really think dogs have intuition. I think they can really sense who good people are and who I need to stay away from. Like they sense danger. They sense this is not a good situation. I need to.
Absolutely.
You know, I think some dogs sometimes are hyper aggressive or overly. You know what I mean? Are scared. I think hyper aggressive comes from being scared. Of dogs.
Or so, mistreated.
Mistreated. Yeah, absolutely. So.
So when I was doing the research, I learned about dogs. Then, for another 6 months after that, I fostered different dogs.
Awesome.
So that I could get a sense of small dogs, big dogs, high energy dogs, low energy dogs.
Yes, sir. Yep. What? Okay. You do that to what best fits your needs, or what you?
That's exactly what I needed to understand.
Okay.
What is it that I need to look at when I'm looking at getting dogs?
Right.
My lifestyle, number one. Number two, what do I want the dog to do? Is the dog going to be a stay-home dog? Is the dog going to be a come-out-with-me kind of dog?
Right.
So what I wanted is, we'll just let him get some water here. Come on. Come on.
They do too.
Oh, yeah. This is our regular walk.
Oh, sweet.
Go on. Good boys. Go get some water. Go on.
Oh, man. This is, yeah.
So,
see, so right here. So this is Valley Metro. This is actually right there. Here's my meeting spot.
No shit, man. What a small world, huh?
Yeah. So,
I end up walking by the place you've been working at.
Yeah. So what they do is they bring. So my phone call was just on. That's my owner, the one playing.
He's over here.
No.
Oh.
So I'm the project manager over these guys. My brother's the right below CFO. He's below chief financial officer of Valley Metro.
Your brother?
My brother is, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So anyways, what I was doing is he's calling me about I got to put together my schedule for Valley Metro.
Yeah.
So yeah, so check it out. So yeah.
So the second half of the year, I spent fostering different dogs. So by the time I was ready to get dogs, I knew I wanted 2 male, mid-energy, mid-sized dogs. Not high energy, but not low energy, because I knew I was gonna walk them. I knew they were gonna come on hikes with me. So they needed to be energetic, but not overly energetic to where if I don't walk them, they're gonna fucking be ape shit.
Right.
Now, I walk these guys, but on average, we can start heading back.
Okay.
On average, I can go a week, 10 days without walking them, and they'll be okay. But then they'll start getting a little rowdy, start chewing on things. And
okay,
so they're mid-energy.
So I have better mid-energy. High energy, I gives me anxiety. I noticed. Now,
Yes.
But at the same time, I've learned that now I'm a high energy person sometimes. I talk a lot,
And that's why mid-energy works for me, because sometimes I go hiking 3 or 4 times a week.
I love hiking. I can't wait. We gotta
Oh,
go hiking,
dude.
dude. I haven't had a hiking partner.
Boulder hopping? Thursday.
It's okay.
We're going. If your feet's okay and you're feeling all right.
Yeah, well, see, I work till 4 every day, so that's the only problem. I have to go anything a week. So whenever weekends.
What time in the morning do you work?
I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I leave at 5 usually.
So by the time I was ready to get dogs, I knew it was going to be 2 male, mid-size, about high mid-energy. Then I started looking around, and I knew I wanted to get them from the pound, and I knew I also did not want puppies. I wanted adult dogs to where I would have 5 to 10 years with them. Because with puppies, you could go easily into 15 years or more or less. I'm hoping under 10 years was what the plan was, right? Mm-hmm. So I had already settled down. I already got my place. I already had my daily routine, so I figured, okay, that's how I knew which dogs would fit my lifestyle.
Right.
When I started shopping around, that's when I came across these guys, and it said, if you get this dog, you have to get the other dog. And I was like, well, what's that? So I went over there and I contacted the guys.
That's okay.
Because they're a bonded pair.
Oh, that's so awesome.
They can't be separated.
That is awesome, man.
So I was like, oh, what's that? And that's when I found out what a bonded pair is. And these guys, like, literally, if they're gone for 2 hours or so, they start like, where's the other guy? Where's the other guy?
Man.
And they will literally stop eating.
How old are they?
He's about 9 and he's about 8 now. I got him when they were about 5 and 6, I think, 4 or 5.
I love them, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown. I know. I feel like I can come around Mr. Brown. I feel like me and him kind of have like a... You're right. He does have personality, dude.
Oh, yeah. They're totally different, man.
Dude.
Totally different.
But that's what, it's like peas and pod. It's like, it's like yin and yang almost in a way.
Absolutely.
Like they do well for each other. That's why they're a bonded pair.
Perfectly so.
So back to body language. I mean, so you attribute that just to...
So PTSD, just from life and war and stuff, it enhances your awareness or your observation is enhanced, not enhanced, but you do it more, you practice it more. There's a particular word for it. Like you're aware of your surroundings much more.
Okay.
Who's there? How many people are there? What's moving? Who's not moving?
Does that now? Let me ask you that. Does that? So I could absolutely see how PTS could give you a better, would want you or would allow you to give you a better awareness of what's around. Because does that help? Does that make you feel at ease because it feels like you're in better control?
No, that's actually less comfortable because I'm always doing that, even when I don't need to do that.
So you don't like to overanalyze? You feel like you overanalyze every situation?
Right. I don't want to. So that's why it's a disorder.
Do you feel like you're almost in a way, in this kind of the movie with Denzel, when he's always, whatever it's there's 2 of them where he's a badass. But anyways, he walks in a room. Basically, he walks in a room. He's able to analyze the room within seconds. And basically, so
not quite that intense
not
because
that
he's
intense, but just kind of like
consciously doing it. Mine is always on, and it's not something that I can switch off.
Oh wow! Okay.
So it's a.
Does it keep you up at night, or did it keep you up at
night? Oh
yeah,
it still
does.
Oh yeah, nightmares, all that stuff.
Does the marijuana help with that? Do you feel like
big time, especially with the anger, especially with the low tolerance for people.
Right.
Like when I'm driving, and I had smoked. Mm-hmm. Dude, like, I'm okay.
Cool.
People cut me off. People do crazy shit. People are driving crazy. I'm cool. I'll just, you guys do your thing. I'll just stay at my thing.
You're just alike, man. Golly. I've noticed, but I have a short fuse. I have driven in my 20s.
All my friends
I have followed people down
are angry people.
Yes, I have followed people down states.
All my friends.
Fight them.
All my friends are angry people, bro. Yep. Welcome to my friendhood.
Wow. We're a special breed, man.
Hell yeah.
I've noticed, man. It's just, it's wild how, you can look at someone and people say, "Oh, thou shalt not judge." Everybody does it, and then they don't. They may, and a lot of it might be subconsciously. I think
that's not even factual because everybody does judge.
That's what I'm saying.
And
everybody does.
What I think is,
it's not factual. Everybody does judge.
Accept your judgment on people instead of demanding them or demanding yourself not to be judgeful.
Right.
It's not realistic.
So
not only is it not realistic, it's not honest.
You're saying it's burden proof lies on them to prove to
no, none of that stuff. I'm saying if you see a guy who's a scum fuck, accept him as a scummy person.
Right.
But accept him.
I see what you're saying.
Accept them, though.
Them for what
Don't deny them because of who they are.
Well, okay.
Accept them as who they are.
And I think that's okay. And where I was, okay, I know exactly what you're going with that. And I think mine was basically first impression. That's kind of where I was going with that. Like, you see someone, you don't necessarily realize that you have that much in common with them until, and we do prejudge. Like, oh, I would never, like if I went and saw somebody dressed in all black with big gauges in their ears and, you know what I mean? And I, you see me.
Yeah.
I dress pretty preppy for the most part, and but you would never think we'd be compatible. But I've noticed through my experiences in life that I'm more compatible with people that don't look like me or don't do the thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And until you actually open up and speak to someone and kind of set aside that judgment. And be open-minded to get to know them, and then you start to realize who that person is. But then the acceptance comes. Then I think that comes into play. If you realize, hey, it's a shitty person, I think the acceptance comes into it. That's where you're like, okay, well, it is what it is, and that's okay.
I have friends that I do not give my home address to
I do too.
because I'm scared that they will rob me. But I still see them as my friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll still hang out with them.
Absolutely.
I'll check my wallet on my way out.
Absolutely. see, I'm the same way. See, and it's like, and character, but I think people have the ability to change. I think sometimes, whether it's upbringing, whether it's addiction issues, alcoholism, whatever it is, that sometimes people, and that's a deeper conversation. But I mean, whatever it is, I think makes them, do things against their own will in a way that you can't. But at the same time, it's not, it's not unfair for me to say, hey, this person, used to always steal from me because he was getting high on whatever, getting high, and every time he was getting high, every time he come over, my wallet would be missing, or money would be missing. So now he's got 8 years clean, and I just started to hang out with him, and I still hide my wallet. He shouldn't be mad at me because I still have my wallet, even that he's got 8 years clean. He should be able to accept that because he's got to understand that, for me, I still haven't maybe accepted his. 8 years might have been a little too drastic. I'm sure by 8 years I would accept that person is a changed person. What I mean is, this person's in maybe 1 year through.
Man, I have used all kinds of drugs. I've done all kinds of parties. I don't steal unless I know I'm going to steal.
You're right.
And when I steal, I know who I'm stealing from.
It's conscious.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's a conscious decision.
The drugs don't alter who you are.
No,
you are who you are.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
And we are all criminals, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Simply because there's so many laws.
So many laws, dude. You're absolutely right. dude. Hell, man, my taxes right now I could get screwed on, dude. Because I own a business too, man.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I'll show you the website.
Oh, do Did you file your own paperwork to get your LLC and stuff?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
I'll show you how to do it right here. Yeah, dude,
That's what I need to do.
legal Zoom, brother.
Good boys. You're such good boys.
Athletics. It's I have about $25,000 worth of memorabilia at my grandmother's house.
Oh, damn.
Signed helmets, sports. I'm a big sports guy.
Oh,
Well,
shit,
I was,
huh?
Now right now I just, with the COVID stuff is all the sports on now is just
Now
they're
it's
like
survival, huh?
they're like practicing out there, so it's not like really this year I just kind of chalked it up to as a loss, but anyway. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, back to that.
All right. Let's see where we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all other genders, fenders, benders. I am Mike Chick, king of the stupid. Signing off. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Good night, stupid.